What's going on, everybody? Today we are diving into a brand new song from a very well-renowned artist in the anime world, Myth and ROID, featuring another artist in the anime world, TK. And this song is called Ending Ember, and it's not just any brand new song. This is the ending theme for Re Zero Season 4, and I am very excited to dive into this. It's an anime that I've really been wanting to dive into for a while, and I will definitely dive into it at some point on the channel, but there's so many different animes I want to dive into, and I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to dive into next. And so more on that, coming next week. We'll figure that out going forward. But I'm just very excited to dive into this brand new song called Ember. So that's a mouthful. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time and dive straight in. Here we go. It's interesting. It's kind of like giving me like dark vibes off the bat.
Lost in desert sands with no guiding path ahead. In my heart I stored all feelings to rise. Yeah, what great of all remains here.
Ooh, I like this lyric actually. A darkened mistaken for eternity, a hollow hall where loneliness aches. This is cool. So it kind of seems like right off the bat here, we're saying, we're lost in desert sands with no guiding path ahead. And yet there's one grain of hope that remains here. So this is really cool how it's like the idea of we're kind of on this journey, almost lost in, trying to figure out our way. But there is one little ounce of hope that still remains as we travel through, and we will be able to make it through in the long run. Really cool. Off the bat. I love her voice. Ooh, that's cool. Sing it. Whoa, is that TK? Ooh. That's very cool. I love this contrast that we have going on here, where we have her very nice and silky, gorgeous vocal, and then TK comes in with this very almost like, I don't even want to say demonic, it's more like this very like harsh, like whispering kind of vocal. I don't even know how to, that's a terrible way to describe it, but like if we look at his part here, we have like unreturned feelings, yet still I offer them to you, thoughts with nowhere left to go, a vague despair. So we're almost tapping into this. It's almost like a contrast of, her part is about, we still have that hope, that one little grain of hope that we can make it through and we're going to be able to find our way. But then we switch over to his side where it's like there's, this almost like, no, we're not going to make it, or this questioning of, are we going to actually make it? And even saying, oh, these raging feelings, what should I do with this restlessness? So you're almost like battling something internally too at the same time. And I'm guessing this all ties into the anime and whatnot, probably what the season 4 is going to be all about. But it's this idea of almost like they're definitely on this path to something, they're on this journey to something, if you will, and whatnot. But then they're also maybe battling something within inside them, or there's some kind of like something in the anime that's making them restless and whatnot. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's keep going from here, I think. That part's sick. A little dubstepy sound. Hell yeah. Oh. Her English pronunciation, her singing is really good. I like it. Gosh, I love his voice. It's so cool and unique. Shred it, man. Damn, go off on that guitar. Shit. This is cool. I like this line here. Unbind the curse, call my name, answer me with love. That is all I have dreamt. I guess dream. That's all I dream of. I was going to say dreamt of, but that's okay. So I like this here because it's kind of continuing to tie the song together where she keeps saying, you know, this is all I dream of in different various parts throughout the chorus. But this is almost like us finally getting what the ultimate dream is. She wants to be unbound from this curse. She wants somebody, whoever this person is, to call out her name, answer her with love. So maybe this is tying back to like the main character. And we're at a point now where maybe this main character has fallen in love with one of the other characters, maybe a supporting character and whatnot. And so this main character is just saying, hey, you know, free me from this curse, call out my name, answer me with love, because that's all I want. All I've wanted is to be freed from this curse and I want to be loved by you, or something like that, which is stereotypical anime writing, let's be honest. So maybe that's kind of, you know, we're getting to that ultimate, you know, I guess, climax here of the song where we're like, hey, this is what like the ultimate dream was. I've wanted all along. This is what we're kind of going for. And honestly, I could be just completely BSing this and be completely off, and I apologize if I am, but it's just kind of like what I'm picking up from the lyrics right now and assuming that it's probably tied to the anime in some way. So yeah, forgive me if I'm like completely off on this entire thing. Ah. See, even my darkest feelings are passionate and reach out for you. See, please love all of me. Yeah, love it. Absolute love and obsession for you, yeah. Ah, damn. Sing it, 2K. There's that like haunting like sound again. So cool. Wow, what a song. That is just honestly a straight up phenomenal song in general. Like sometimes there's certain songs I listen to that I know are made for anime endings or openings and whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, you could tell that was built for the anime. This is honestly just overall an incredibly well crafted song where J-pop meets rock, and I think that we're getting like the myth and ROID side of the J-pop mixed with the rock side of TK, and it's just this perfect, beautiful blend that works so well. But also I love the idea of like almost like myth and ROID's aspect of the song and her singing represents almost like hope and determination in a way, whereas TK's side kind of almost represents like the darkness or the doubts or the curse or whatnot, if you will, side of the song. And ultimately, it seems to me like whether this actually attaches itself to the anime or not, it seems like the journey itself seems to be more on the aspect of this obsession and love for, I guess this individual throughout the entire song that we're kind of, referencing. It seems like it's this idea of, my ultimate dream, is to be lifted from this curse, and maybe this curse is what's preventing maybe one of the characters in the anime from being able to be with this other person they're in love with so obsessively for some reason. And maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe I'm just completely talking out my ass and this is just completely wrong. I apologize. But at least from the lyrics themselves, it seems like there's this interesting obsession and love for this character being represented throughout the song. And basically their dream is to basically be loved by this other person, whoever it might be, this other character. And, they will go through thick and thin. They will do whatever it takes for them to be able to obtain that love. And that's probably where that obsession starts to come in, where it's like, I don't care what it takes. I will do whatever I have to do on this journey to us being able to love one another. I'll put down my foot. I will just do whatever it takes. And that's at least kind of what I'm drawing from the song so far. So very cool, almost like a kind of, a bit of a darker kind of love story, if you will, in a way, but not really, kind of, I guess. But again, like I said, the contrast between the J-pop with the rock perfectly blending together, and then almost like the dark versus the, I guess, like the doubt versus the hopefulness from both artists is really cool, honestly. I like that a lot. They absolutely killed this, and I could tell this is going to be a great ending for that anime, because let's be honest, that anime I think is known for having the perfect artists being brought in for their openings and endings, because I think that I'm pretty sure Lisa has done some before, and there's another one. Is it maybe Rihanna? Or not Rihanna, Riona, I think is how you say her name. I think she's done a couple of other ones, maybe. There's another artist I really love that I know has done a couple too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But regardless, I definitely want to dive into this anime at some point. I'm not sure when I will, but it's definitely on my radar. I just wanted you guys to know that we're going to definitely dive into this anime for sure at some point. So yeah. But also, I should say, if there's an opening also for this anime, which I'm assuming there is, if you want to dive into that too, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll go ahead and track that down. Or if you guys want to, put it in the comments down below for me, then I'll definitely react to that too for you guys if you want me to. But anyways, guys, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel by clicking down below, and I'll go ahead and place my reactions playlist for anything anime related is what I'm going to have to do over here, and you can check out my previous reaction we have already over here. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, showing the support, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye!